Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about Databricks architecture, and now I'm going to cover the series of Databricks which will help to you. You can work on Databricks technology by using Pyspark code. As well as this is the series, guys, which I'm trying to cover almost the key things which will be use case in the real time world also. Okay. Now let's go ahead and discuss about Databricks architecture. Databricks architecture is a unified analytic platform built on Apache Spark. Its architecture is designed to handle large-scale data processing and machine learning workloads efficiently. Core components. So, guys, actually, we already have the first video. What is Databricks and what is use case? Now, I just want to give some key line here. It is a unified analytic platform which is built on Apache Spark. Okay, and it can handle large amount of data processing, like it may be batch data, it may be real-time data, and it is also use case for the machine learning, data science, and data engineering. Also, where we are getting huge amount of records, right? So in order to process those records, so we should go ahead with help of Databricks technology. Now here we have the core components are in the architecture. First of all, we have to see the diagram. This is the cloud Databricks architecture diagram, guys. Okay, and this is the main. There are here three rectangle boxes are there. These are the main boxes, which is the main thing in this architecture. And here we have control plane in Databricks cloud network. Here we are accessing the help of web application, and here customer notebook where you used to read the notebooks, right? Here on jobs and queues and cluster management. Now these are whenever you application or web application you are going to utilize it, right? So it is going to data plane in customers cloud network. Okay, here data processing with Apache Spark clusters based. Okay, whenever you are launch the cluster, right? Whenever you execute utilizing the UI with help of running the code, it is going to launch the cluster and it is going to initialize the job. So back in the data plane in customer cloud network would work like this. Okay, so after this one, here we have other things also we have to focus here. Whenever it is going to launch the cluster, it initiate the jobs and get job partial results, and it is getting the partial results with help of this notebook. And whenever it is going to push or pull table metadata, nothing but structure of the table. It is going to push or pull the data of the table metadata, then pushing logging data also. So after this one, again, it is going to get put dataset and full results. So it is going to store as the dataset and job results data in DBFMS. It is known as Databricks file system layer on the top of customer managed storages. Now, these are the standard architecture guys, which we are mostly under Databricks and cloud architecture. And this one is single sign-on with about single sign-on we are going to utilize. And this is with help of REST API, we are authenticated with help of some token. And this, or it is connected with the Power BI, or Tableau or Power BI application we used to connect. And here, if you see, same this architecture can be customer cloud account also. We can declare with help of AWS and GCP also. So this architecture is like specifically related to cloud. So we are going to discuss about each component in this slide. Okay. Now let's go ahead for the control plane. So manage user interaction, workspace creation, cluster provisioning, and other administrative tasks. Mostly like we have like administration tasks will be done in the control panel. Here we are going to manage our interactions, workspace creation. We are going to create the workspace and cluster provisioning. We are going to start and stop the cluster and other administration. We are going to do the control plane. Handling the authentication, authorization, and access controls. This is also done. Provides a web-based interface for users to interact with the platform. It is going to web-based application based via URL we are logging, and we are going to interact with the platform. Now compete with execute data processing jobs from workload. Manage cluster for Spark workers for distribution computing. Whenever you want to process the data with help of some jobs and workloads, right? So the compute plan will play key role here, and it is mostly use case for the managing the clusters of Spark workers for distribution computing. Okay, and store data in cloud storage like S3, AWS, and GCS. and including components for data ingestion and transformation and data analysis. Okay, so it is basically other components also we have, like data ingestion known as data way of loading. We are going to apply some transformation. After this one, we are going to do some others like ETL process completely we are doing in complete, but basically with help of clusters. Okay. Now compute build. Here we have major components here. Cluster, group of Spark workers that collaborate to execute a job. Here the cluster is the major thing, guys. Whenever you run the notebook or a cluster going to on, and it is allocated the whatever notebook task having it, it is going to allocate to the workers. Then it is collaborated to execute those jobs, guys. Okay. The driver node coordinate the execution of job. Okay, driver node is the key thing here. It will be coordinated for the execution of job and distribute tasks to worker nodes. It is going to distribute the task to worker nodes, guys. Then execute task assigned by the driver node. So worker node what will do? Whatever task is assigned by the driver node, it is going to execute it, worker nodes. Then Spark unit of work submitted to the cluster for execution. Spark job is nothing but unit of work submitted to the cluster for execution. Okay. Now here we are going to store the data with help of S3 AD GC used for storing the data. Metastore will store metadata about table, database, other data structures. Okay, we have control plane. Workspace is collaboration of environment for team to work together on data projects. Here workspace is we can collaborate with our team. So we used to work on the data projects. So you want to create some workspace. That workspace it contain notebook code, and we have to maintain some DBFS also. In order to put the file, we need to create a tables also, right? So workspace is mandatory here. And cluster management, provision of minutes cluster based on workload requirements. Suppose you want to load huge amount, you want to more cluster sites, you want to maintain the load balance also, right? So cluster management will help on this one. And job scheduling, once you created the everything logic pipeline, right? So you want to schedule those things and you want to monitor, you can help with help of job scheduling. As security access control, manage user authentication, authorization, and data securities, guys. Where you used to maintain some authentication, authorization, and data security. So it is a part of control plane. Additional components like we have like a Delta Lake, machine learning flows, Databricks SQL, automated. So here, guys, when it comes to Delta Lake, a storage layer that provide ACID transaction, time travel, and schema enforcement for data reliability. So Delta Lake is one type of storage layer. It provides some natural transactions, and we can get the past time travel queries by writing something. We can get the data also past queries, past data. I mean to say, and schema enforcement for data reliability also possible here. Mostly Databricks are mostly nowadays used for the machine learning models, and it is going to help to create a machine learning life cycles, including experiment tracking, model registry, and deployment. Now, Databricks SQL enability, you want to write, you want to do some modification on the data set, or you want to read the data right on the table. So you can write Databricks SQL enability SQL based data exploration and analysis. With help of autoloader, we can simplify data ingestions from various sources. Okay, so these are the major things, components of the Databricks architecture. Okay, what are the key benefits of Databricks architecture? Scalability, easy to handle large data set and complex workflow by adding more workloads to the clusters. Suppose you have huge data. Okay, you want to add more workloads, right? So you can utilize this scalability option in the Databricks architecture. You can add more workloads, guys. Okay, 2 clusters. And performance level average Apache is for in memory. Major thing, guys, here we can utilize this Databricks for the in memory. It means that all data is going to process in memory known as RAM. From the, I'm just telling the general way. It is going to store inside the RAM and process data very fast. Reliability. Delta Lake provide reliable storage layer for data. And easy of use, user-friendly interface, simplified data engine, data science, and machine learning tasks. Collaboration, enable to work together efficiently on data projects. So this is the way understanding the data charts, and you can optimize for your pipeline, improve performance, and make better use of platform capability. So see, guys, major thing here, we have to focus how the cluster can be utilize for the on large data set with help of this architecture. And you want to scale up the cluster, you can scale up based on your data set. Okay, but here we have to make sure the cluster has to be properly, okay, in this Databricks. Why? Because this architecture will help to you, guide you, and you can process a huge amount of data and best you. Okay, I hope you like this video architecture diagram. So we'll try to cover practicals more on this Databricks with help of Pyspark. Thank you.